What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2024 Noah Gragson Millertech Ford Mustang in the studio today. Let's go ahead and check out this Noah Gragson brand new diecast. Here we go, folks, outside of the good old diecast box, and this paint scheme is even more electric than I initially thought. Yes, I know, pun intended. This gives me so much Jeff Burton vibes from the X-Side car from like year 2000, man. Wow. What an awesome looking paint scheme. You know, with the diecast render, you think this is just a normal blue car. It's got a little bit of a bootleg Bobby Labonte zigzag. No, you got electric, you got gradients. I mean, look at the front end of that car. You know what that reminds me of? NASCAR Thunder 2003 custom car. Like, you know, it has like electric livery in the game. That's what it kind of reminds me of, man. That brings back a wave of nostalgia. Great looking paint scheme from Millertech. So I have a little bit of a story about this car, and I'll talk about it probably later in the video. I had no idea this car was going to get made, and a little bit of a story of how this one I thought was going to be a promotional diecast from Millertech themselves. It's got performance lithium batteries. Unfortunately, the hood louvers kind of chop it up a little bit, but it looks a lot easier than it would have in 2024 or 2023 or 2022 when there was a gradient on the hood louvers. That would be almost impossible to read that. Fortunately, it's a lot easier this year. Now, this is a early to mid production Ford, I think. I don't know, mid production as in the year where it was ran, because it has the Ford Performance logos here, and then it has the Ford logo there. But then it kind of appears it almost has the dark grille. No, it has it has a lighter version of the grille. My point is that early in the season they didn't have this logo, but they had these two logos. And then about mid portion around Gateway, they put this logo on the car, and I think they removed this from most of their cars. Something like that. So I cannot remember where this car ran. Got Gragson there, Millertech. For the front of the diecast, this is probably the coolest portion of it. That electric with that super dark blue, and then you have that yellow stripes in there. You got the Stewart Haas Racing logo. I know it's not centered up perfectly, but honestly, I couldn't care right now. This thing just looks, it looks amazing, man. Oh, what a cool looking paint scheme. Let's go to the left side of the diecast here. Got the number 10, got Millertech lithium batteries. And from what I'm seeing, a ton of the Noah Gragson sponsors from 2024 are going to be jumping over to the FRM number 4 car, which that's what he's driving in 2025. So I would not be surprised this paint scheme comes back in 2025. It's the same exact model car, so it would be a pretty easy swap. Got Millertech there. You can see just a tiny little bump there in the decal wrap. It's a full wrap car because the entire car is painted white. So like 90% of everything you see is all decal wrap. I got to give them a ton of credit. All the A, B, and C pillars are wrapped with a decal. Amazing job, Lionel. Make sure to pick up your copy of this car today at Circle B Diecast. It's in stock, I'm sure. This is the diecast chassis variant, so the plastic chassis should be arriving any day now. Good overstock there, Ford, Surf Pro, Haas, Superior, Essex. Of course, the decal's a little bit folded there, unfortunately. Got your American Ethanol ring, Noah Gragson. Got your B-Post decal, number 10. I like how the door number's pretty large on this car. Like, if you look at Christopher Bell's 20 car, the number 20 is kind of small. But the number 10 on this car, that takes up a lot of real estate. I like that. That's old school. If you look at some of the Winston Cup era cars, they have large door numbers. Look at like Sterling Marlin's 40 car. Large door numbers. I like it. Cup Series, Goodyear. Go to the back end of the car. Got Millertech, that dark blue gradient with the black gradient as well. Just beautiful, beautiful design. Got Millertech there for it. Mobile 1, number 10. Notice the yellow number 10 right there. Go to the right side of the diecast. Just what an awesome looking paint scheme, man. He had a ton of different paint schemes in 2024, but let's just be honest, what driver does it? I mean, you know, they used to say Chase Elliott had too many paint schemes back in, like, what was it, 2019? When he had, like, okay, the Hooters car, Kelly Blue Book, Napa Auto Parts, a patriotic Napa car, X, Y, and Z. It might have been like 6 or 7 paint schemes all year, give or take. I kid you not, there's like 20 to 25 different Napa cars every year. So, as a Chase Elliott fan, I'm like, I want a 164 of all of his paint schemes. Every single week, he's got a different side sponsor. right? So you had all of his usual paint schemes, what used to be the Hooters car and the Kelly Blue Book and all those. And then you have all the Napa cars with the alternates. I'm like, my goodness, I got a lot of cars I got to get. But I don't mind it. I think it's cool. You know, I'm actually a fan of more paint schemes because it just gives you an excuse to get more die casts. I know. Go to the top of the car here. Got the number 10. I don't know why, but the roof color just looks a scotch different. Like, look at the yellow on the door right there, the zigzag, the Bobby Labonte zigzag. And look at the top of the car. This one's more of like a taxi cab yellow. This is more like a banana yellow. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like fluorescent on the real car, so that's why it has a different color. I have no idea. Get Millertech there. Performance lithium batteries. Oh, one little thing I want to touch on real quick. I was looking at the new Noah Gragson Rush Truck Center car, the paint scheme livery for 2025. I don't know if it's getting made in 164. But I noticed they're taking advantage of the new sponsor placement here. So naturally right here you have like a where the Millertech logo is. That is part of, you know, the roof sponsor area. Well, now this little portion right here, right above the window banner, but on the roof of the car, is a new sponsor location. It says Ford there. I see it on two different paint schemes, Ryan Preece and Noah Gragson. So I don't know if that's for the manufacturers only or if that's just something they can sell to different sponsors. But when you see the cars like this, don't be surprised you see a sponsor logo there right above the window banner. That's going to be very interesting. Got Noah Gragson right there, and then Millertech right there on the deck lid. Guys, this is an awesome looking diecast, and now to that story I promised. So I remember it was, oh my goodness, this was probably like August, maybe September, maybe even October. I saw a post online on social media from Millertech, and they said they're offering their Millertech car, and it's like, I don't know, like a promo or something, and you could buy it. I'm like, really? They're going to actually make it? And sure enough, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, for the price they were offering and all this, they're probably going to make it into a PTC mode or a J mode, because that's usually how a lot of promo cars are. When they're really cheap, they're going to be made on naturally a cheaper mold. That's why a lot of the track promos are made on them. Anyways, so I was sitting there thinking, it's going to get made, it's going to be a promo exclusive. Little did I know, like 3 months later, I see in the shipment reports, it's a full-fledged 164 release. So I have no idea if that was their plan all along. I have no idea all the logistics behind it, but thank you, Millertech, for getting this diecast made. I love to see it. I love to see it. Alternate paint schemes get made. If you look at the Cup Series garage, there's probably going to be, I don't know, every driver in the Cup Series is probably going to run like 10 to 15 different paint schemes in 2025. I'm not even kidding you. Like even Denny Hamlin, what used to be a one sponsor show for a long time, now he's probably got like, I don't know, 10 to 15 different paint schemes. All the Mavis Tire cars. Then you have the associate sponsors from Mavis Tire. Now he's got King's Hawaiian. So I know I'm kind of rambling, but what I'm trying to say is when we get alternate paint schemes made, I appreciate it because there's a ton of them that don't get made. Anyways, enough of me rambling and taking up more of your time. I'm kidding, man. Look, I'm passionate about these cars, man. That's why I've done like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 videos, something like that on this channel, man. I'm passionate about this stuff. Thank you all for watching the video. Hope you have a blessed day out there. This is the diecast chassis version. If you're looking for the plastic chassis version, it's probably going to drop within a week of this video. It might already be out, so look for that. If not, you could pre-order it. It'll probably show up in a week or two. It's like right around the corner, so your preference, your choice with your NASCAR 164s. I do like the diecast chassis ones because they actually roll a lot better. I've noticed with the plastic chassis, the middle portion kind of bends a little bit. These things roll so smooth. Like, I'm not even going to kid you. Like, I'll try to show this. Hold on, let me get the adjustment there. There we go. I'm going to show you. These things, they just roll so smooth. They're heavier, so they're not going to be as fast. Like if you use like a downhill thing, they're probably not going to roll as fast because they're a little bit heavier. But if you're just talking about just sheer rolling, the quality is absolutely amazing. That's it for now, guys. Diecast Buffet, signing off.